Rev Mel on Talking Sex Radio is awaiting your call, so call Rev Mel.
Jewish zombie slayer.
You want to take that one?
No,
I thought the people in the chat room were deciding this.
In the chat room, you figure out your main character.
I mean, I love you, Boogie.
All right, guys in the chat room.
What's your main
vampires?
Vampires.
Zombies.
Vampires.
Dwarf werewolves. Really, Entropy? Seriously.
Entropy's never serious.
So putting vampires and BDSM together, are you guys into that? Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Why don't we do vampires and BDSM?
It's all
let's do vampire BDSM.
BDSM,
So I guess it's another category underneath the BDSM would be vampires, right?
Well, no. Let's look at it this way. What are the characters? So I'm assuming what we're saying now is that there's a character who is a vampire. Oh, what are you sniffing me?
No, I'm biting your neck. So there's a character. Is it a male vampire or a female vampire?
Female vampire.
They want female vampires is the first character.
Okay, so the heroine. Okay, the heroine. We'll say the heroine is a female vampire. That sounds like my friend Karen Taylor's books.
But she's submissive.
to the right, Dom. Ooh,
Yeah,
she could switch in the midstream. Like the 5th chapter. Yeah.
She switches with the preacher. And holy water is their play. She's a vampire.
Thornbirds meets S&M and vampires.
Yeah!
There you go.
Do I get my job back now? I have to hand the mic away.
Okay, now the dude in this. What is the dude?
Well,
The hero.
The heroine. Okay. Do we need a hero if we've got a heroine? How about just who's
love
her
interest.
protagonist?
A love interest.
I like the priest.
A love interest.
Okay.
A priest.
I've never seen a vampire and a priest.
Yeah,
always
I
the
do. I kind of like the
protagonist?
priest.
Like Spike, that kind of, Is he the
The
protagonist?
protagonist means like the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Good guy.
No.
No, the protagonist is the antagonist. Sorry, I misspoke.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is the protagonist, the antagonist. Oh, she can have a priest lover. He's
I
not
think
very
that's-
important. But
Oh, not very
He
important.
starts as the enemy, and then while they're, kind of working out their issues with each other, they fall in love and then have holy water play.
Okay, go.
Holy water play.
Make sure you put a
Nice.
note at the bottom. Holy water play.
Okay, wait. What am I writing down?
So write down the antagonist / love interest.
Is a priest.
But he's an antagonist? Or is it society who can't accept them? That's the antagonist.
No, society's not accepting anybody in this story. I can tell you right now.
We're getting to the story. All right. Building it up. And remember, if you're in the chat room or if you're on Talking Sex Radio, we're going to be putting this onto the site, and we're going to have all of you guys write this story. Okay, go ahead. Quickly. Well, it could take a few months, and we're going to develop it, and then we'll publish it.
No. It's not a Mad Lib.
Okay, now the next thing. Okay, we have
Give
the
me an
heroine.
adjective.
We have the heroine, a female vampire. We have the antagonist.
Oh my god, I totally spelled that horribly.
You're spell triggered.
We have the priest.
God, I don't even know how to do
So
that.
the next thing we need to do.
Go.
What's the next thing we need to
Next
do?
thing we need to do is to figure out what is it that the heroine needs. What is her besides sex? Yeah.
Redemption.
It has. Oh God.
Redemption?
She needs validation that she made the right point becoming a vampire.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's kind of similar to what I was
Validation.
thinking.
Okay, validation.
Validation.
Can we have something though, maybe a little more external as well, like some other predicament, a little more life-threatening? You see what I'm saying? Because the higher the stakes, the more interesting
Well,
it is.
what about if the priest is her love interest, but the priest is also trying to kill her because she is a vampire?
Well, okay, so
I'm not a very good storyteller,
No
so
virgin
I'm
blood.
just spitting out stuff.
So there's
it's
trickery.
okay,
So
it's
there's
okay.
trickery.
Okay, it's tax time. All right, she's gonna
It's
be
tax
audited.
time. She's gonna be
She's gonna lose the fucking castle. All right. If she doesn't have a blues concert that Jake and Elwood can come in and then save the castle, and then she fucks
rock,
the preacher
Boogie.
with.
Okay,
You rock.
what if it'll be the end of her life if she does not achieve this goal with this priest.
It's a curse.
It's a curse. Yeah, there's a curse on
She
her.
needs the curse lifted.
She needs
There
the
you
curse
go.
lifted.
Yeah, that works, Mel.
Does that
I like
work?
that.
Okay.
The priest has to devamp her.
Or fuck her.
Can't be too easy.
No, it can't be too easy. It's got to, and there's got to be a secret. We have to put that there's a secret there. There's got to be a secret that she has to quest and go after.
Well, that will be how to lift a curse.
Okay.
Do vampires have periods?
Yes, we do.
Have
Why
you
do you
And if they drink milk and snarf, does blood come out their nose? I've always wondered these things.
Well, you know what? On our last show of this year, you'll be able to ask one.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I can't wait. Okay.
So, what does the priest lover need?
What does he need?
What does he need?
What does he need? And generally, it should conflict with what she needs.
It does not conflict.
It should conflict.
should conflict.
That makes it more interesting.
So he wants to keep the curse on her.
Maybe he just he wants to kill her. I mean,
He wants revenge.
Revenge.
He wants to
Because she
save her soul
sucked her
before
son's
he
blood dry.
Revenge.
50
He wants
years ago.
revenge. Yeah.
revenge. Revenge is
it
good. What did you say, Davie?
I already forgot. It was brilliant, though, and you missed it. It's gone forever.
What was it?
I didn't write it on a napkin.
You've got a board.
I'm blonde. I'm sorry.
So he revenge. His is about revenge.
Or it could be redemption. Like, he wants to save her. That's what priests
Save
do.
her. Yeah, instead of killing her, he wants to make her human again.
Or make her accept God before he kills her.
Let's talk in the chat room.
Save her
And
soul.
she's all, fuck God. I don't
Okay.
want God.
In the chat room,
fuck
we're
me
going to ask you
instead.
guys: do you want him to have revenge or to redeem her? Redeem her?
Redeem.
Redeem. Got it right.
Revenge.
They're all saying
No,
revenge.
they're not saying anything in the chat room yet. Redeem her, revenge. So we got 2. Redeem. Redeem. It's mostly redeem.
Redeem.
Bunch of Christmas pussies in the chat.
No,
room.
they
That's
just
what
well no. I
Or
Maisha
what if
said-
he
Maisha
is
said that,
dying
he
and
wants to-
sick and wants eternal life.
Maisha said that he wants to redeem her and she wants to kill herself. So as you could see, this story is going to take a lot of different fingers
Well, we
into
already
different
decided that she
aspects.
needs to lift the curse.
List the curse.
Okay, lift the curse.
And
Whether it involves killing herself or not, I mean, I don't know. But,
What is the curse? Do we know?
Not
I mean,
yet.
other than menstruation.
well, I mean,
Genital herpes.
I don't know. I mean, the curse, I mean, isn't fucking cursed to be a vampire, supposedly? I don't know. Depends on how you define curse.
I would consider that a blessing, personally.
What if she's the queen of the vampires?
that's what I was just thinking.
And if she doesn't fulfill a certain thing by a certain time based on a certain legend, then every vampire in her coven will die.
Or what if the queen, the
Vampires
actual
don't fucking
queen
care
is
if
really
other vampires
dying?
die. They
They're
care
the-
if humans die because they have nothing to eat.
Well, what if there is a queen? She's not the queen, but she's the next person in line for the queen. That way, it gives a little bit more twist to the story, and she has to achieve this, or else, all the people, like you said, underneath her little covenant of her 12 friends, will die.
Or they'll all be cursed to carry lap dogs and not suck their blood because we all hate them. Sorry, I'm putting down the mic now.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Do we need a name?
not yet.
Not yet. We're building.
Not yet.
We're building the storyline, the
So we decided we need to
Character.
write that down about the priest, that he wants to redeem her.
redeem her.
But why her specifically?
Because she's next in line to take the throne of.
She's going to become the next vampire queen. How about taking out the current vampire queen?
So the priest is Luke Skywalker. And he's all, I see the good in you, Dad. And he's all, no, you're a dick. I get better parking being Darth Vader.
Oh boy.
Maybe he wants to redeem her
He's
for
trying to turn us on.
Kind
That's
of
what he's
ruining
trying
the
to do.
fantasy for me, man.
maybe what he's trying to do is redeem her so she doesn't take that role of being the queen, and he really is in love with her, and he doesn't want
There
her
we
to go
go.
down that path.
Love. See
Love.
that whole romance
Love.
thing?
Love.
Love.
He really loves her.
Okay. He
I
wants
guess
to
that
redeem
would
her
be an
because he loves
undertone throughout the
But he's
entire
a
story.
priest.
Yeah, it has an undertone. Yeah,
That would definitely be an undertone in a romance.
think.
Yeah.
just a little kiss here and there.
and we could have flashbacks of them as young children making out in
They
the
might
backseat
have
of a
been both
56
mortal
Mercury.
together and went 2 different roads.
Yeah.
What if they were brother and sister?
That'd be awesome.
Mike's just wondering where the
just make this
BDSM
a-
is in this story.
It'll get there.
Yeah. We're just developing.
Good state.
She could be in her life. In her life in the evening, she could run a dungeon.
Well, in priests, don't they use like little floggers on themselves and they scourge themselves?
Yeah, they do.
There you go. He's
So-
already wanting it. He's doing it to himself.
So she could be really a dominatrix, but really a vampire. But basically, what she does is she owns a dungeon, and he was maybe one of the clients.
Yeah, Lady Henrietta is saying that the priest should be a submissive that possibly goes into that dungeon. And then finds out about the whole curse thing.
Mm-hmm.
Writing a story is difficult.
It is writing. It's very difficult, especially when you've got how many
This
people
is-
in the live audience and in the chat
This
room.
is why I never took creative writing.
Well, no. When it's an individual making all these decisions, it's a hell of a lot easier. It's fun. I mean, there's people who work better in partnerships when they write. I'm not one of them. I don't function well like that. I have to control.
You don't play nice with others.
I wonder
have to
why
be in
you have to
control.
control.
Well, I'm going to do a little controlling right now because we've got about 15 minutes to get the story moving on the road before we can start. So, okay, they've all wanted to. Basically, a lot of people have said, yeah, that she owns a dungeon and she's a dominatrix and he's really a submissive, and that's really how they meet and that's how he falls in love with her.
Is this going to be in like the 50s? Why not? I mean, what vampire stories are written in the 50s?
Well, we're going to talk about time and location too. So we're going to find out if it's going to be here in Los Angeles or the time period. So
Yes,
that's what we got a lot to talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to just throw some things out really, really quickly. So let's write down the fact that she is a female dominant. She does own a dungeon. She doesn't work at one, but she owns it. She's got to be the big motherfucker in the dungeon.
That's right.
And he's a submissive. Can you write down that he's a submissive? Fabulous. Okay, and that's how they meet. And that's when he starts to fall in love with her. Okay.
So he's conflicted.
He's very conflicted. We can take you want to take a line down the center so they don't get... Here, we can do red.
Oh, okay. I was gonna write. Well, I was just. We don't have to do this part. I was just gonna write meets in dungeon. Or
They meet in the
Put down
dungeon.
pen, Mel.
I know. Walk away from the board. So she,
no. It was great. I'm glad you did that.
So they meet at the
Okay.
dungeon. So the first little scene it could be them scening together. You know that. Imagine as a filmmaker, she's got her teeth. He walks in. He thinks they're the little plastic ones that you put in your mouth, but she's really a vampire.
Well, they could even be in the throes of the scene, and then as they wrap up and everything, then we're surprised to see him pick up priest clothing and to put back on his outfit.